in the vast heart of Africa, where life and death dance to the rhythm of the sun, one creature's laughter echoes through the night. To many, it's the villain of the savannah, the scavenger, the thief, the coward. But behind that haunting laughter lies something else, a fighter, a mother, a survivor. This is the story of Nuru, a spotted hyena, and her incredible journey back from the brink. Hyenas are among nature's most misunderstood predators. They're not just scavengers, they're powerful hunters, capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves. They are intelligent, social, and matriarchal. But tonight, one of them, a young female named Nuru, will face the deadliest battle of her life. Hunger drives even the fiercest hearts to take risks. For Nuru, that risk brought her to the edge of a human settlement, where the scent of a goat carcass hung heavy in the air. As she moved closer, driven by an instinct to survive, snap, a steel trap, cold and unforgiving, slammed shut on her front leg. She thrashed wildly, her powerful jaws snapping at the metal, but the trap held firm. Every struggle only tightened its merciless grip. The laughter that once echoed through the plains was replaced by screams of agony. For hours, she lay trapped under the blazing sun, flies swarming her deepening wounds. For most animals caught in such a trap, there is no escape. Death is a slow, cruel certainty. But then, a flicker of hope. A wildlife patrol vehicle appeared in the distance. A team from the African Wildlife Rescue Unit. There, movement near the acacia trees. An officer called out, "It's injured, could be a leopard or hyena." As they approached cautiously, tranquilizer gun ready, Nuru growled, baring her teeth. She was terrified, weak, but still defiant. With a soft hiss, the dart hit its mark. Her body slowed, her breathing grew heavy, and for the first time in hours, she could finally rest. At the Wildlife Rescue Center, Nuru lay unconscious on an operating table. Her leg was swollen, the trap marks deep and bloody. Dr. Kofi, a veteran wildlife vet, assessed the damage. "She's lucky," he said, his voice grave. "The bone isn't broken, but infection is spreading fast. We need to clean it now." The team sprang into action, disinfecting wounds, removing dead tissue, stitching torn skin. Every second counted. This wasn't just a rescue. It was a race against time. As the anesthesia began to fade, Nuru stirred. Her eyes opened wide, alert and still fierce. Dr. Kofi managed a small, soft smile. "She's got spirit," he noted. "That's a good sign." The team moved her to a recovery enclosure, a quiet space with fresh straw, clean water, and the promise of steady care. To heal an apex predator, you must earn its trust, one heartbeat at a time. The first few days were a struggle. Nuru refused to eat. She growled at every sound, every shadow, even her own reflection in the water bowl. She was a wild animal, caged and afraid. But the team was patient. They spoke to her in calm tones, offering small pieces of meat, giving her the space she needed. Slowly, tentatively, her instinct for survival began to outweigh her fear. She took her first bite. With each passing day, her strength returned. She began to limp around the pen, testing her injured leg. The pain was still there, but so was her resolve. She was no longer just a victim. She was remembering who she was, a hunter, a survivor, a queen of the savannah. 2 weeks later, the transformation was remarkable. Nuru stood strong, her fur clean and shining under the morning sun. Dr. Kofi performed a final check on her wound. "She's ready," he declared. The team loaded her into a transport crate and drove back to the vast plains, to the very place where her nightmare began. This time, the wild awaited not as a threat, but as a homecoming. They opened the cage door. For a moment, Nuru hesitated, her eyes fixed on the open land stretching before her. The scent of freedom was on the wind. Then, with a powerful leap, she ran. The limp was gone. Her stride was strong and sure. Her laughter, clear and triumphant, echoed across the plains once more. She had come to the edge of death and returned with the voice of the wild. As she disappeared over the horizon, a drone shot captured the immense beauty of her home, a world she had almost lost forever. But Nuru's story, as incredible as it is not just one of individual survival, it's a window into a much larger conflict. For every hyena we save, 5 more die in traps, poisoned by fear and hatred, Dr. Kofi explained, his expression somber. For centuries, humans and predators have been at odds. But as habitats shrink and human settlements expand, the fight for survival becomes desperate for both sides. The trap that caught Nuru wasn't necessarily meant for her. It could have been set for a lion attacking livestock, or even for a human thief. But in the wild, every trap has many victims. Countless animals, jackals, servals, vultures, and more fall prey to these indiscriminate snares. Each life saved by rescue teams is a small victory in a vast, invisible war. We often fear what we don't understand. The hyena, with its strange laugh and reputation as a scavenger, has been vilified for generations. But every creature has a vital role in nature's delicate balance. Hyenas are the cleaners of the wild, nature's most efficient recyclers. They clear away carcasses, preventing the spread of disease. Without them, the savanna would sicken and rot. They are not villains, they are essential. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the plains, we think of Nuru. Once feared, once hated, she now runs free. Her laughter echoes across the landscape. But it's not a sound of mockery. It's the sound of resilience, the sound of survival. It's the wild reminding us that, against all odds, life always finds a way. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If Nuru's story touched you, please subscribe to Animal X. Join us in our mission to save the wild one story, one life, one heartbeat at a time.